Hello, today I'm sharing top-rated Sephora bestsellers you won't regret buying during the Sephora Savings event. These are tried and true products I think are completely worth the money and can work for pretty much anyone. This is one of my favorite videos to do each time one of these big Sephora events rolls around. I comb through categories on Sephora's website and find bestsellers that stand out to me the most that I think are really worth grabbing. The Sephora Savings event started today. Everything is on sale. Rouge members can start shopping and saving through November 10th. Other Beauty Insider members can start shopping and saving on November 4th. I have the specific discounts, dates, and codes in my description box for you, along with everything I'm sharing with you today. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I have a lot to share with you, so let's get started. You can shop as many times as you want throughout the duration, in-store, online. You can shop online and pick up in-store or do same-day delivery. I do a series of 4 videos with these Sephora Savings events covering different topics and giving different types of recommendations. This is my first video, so stay tuned for other videos covering new beauty releases I highly recommend and think are worth your money. My most used Sephora products that I've been using a long time, staples I swear by, and my haul, what I'm picking up myself. I'm excited to partner with Sephora yet again for this particular video. I had a lot of fun putting it together, as I always do. And I'm going to start with the foundation that I love and have been recommending to you since I first tested it out in a foundation review, a foundation roundup when it first launched. It looks like this might be Sephora's best-selling foundation overall. It showed up first for me when I sorted by bestsellers. This is Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I have recommended this to you countless times. There are 51 shades to choose from. I'm in shade 160. This applies and blends out quickly and easily, making it a great everyday foundation. But because it's so beautiful, it's also great for special occasions. It's extremely smoothing on pores and texture, and it looks incredibly skin-like and natural once it's blended out, even without using much product at all. It builds easily from medium to medium full coverage. I used 1 pump for my entire face in this application clip, and it easily gave me medium full coverage. It's lightweight, flattering, and has a naturally radiant finish, and it wears really well throughout the day. And it seems to work well across all skin types. I have combination skin that's normal and can be dry around the perimeter. I also get shine and oil breakthrough in the center of my face. I live in a very humid climate year-round here in New Orleans. It's also hot the majority of the year. I review a ton of foundations for that reason. My skin type plus my climate is pretty hard on foundations. This applies and wears well on all areas of my skin. I'm 50 years old. That's also a challenge. Without a primer, I can get some moderately non-greasy shine midday, but it touches up, it blots well, it never breaks down, and it wears beautifully throughout the day. And one thing I love about Haus Labs products in general are the thoughtful, slightly different skincare ingredients that they put in their products. They have a really nice antioxidant complex in here, but in addition to that, they have fermented arnica, which you just don't see in a lot of products. It helps with redness and irritation. They also have other ingredients that help with hydration, healing, calming, and soothing your skin. I know everyone's different. What works for me may not work for you, and vice versa, but I reach for this frequently. It's just kind of a great no-brainer, no-fail foundation that applies easily. It's hydrating, it's flattering, it wears well, and I think it's absolutely worth the money. I have dry under eyes with fine lines, texture, and dark circles. I'm pretty picky about what I put under my eyes. I've been shouting out some newer concealers because they've worked pretty well for me. That doesn't mean I've stopped loving my Tower 28 Swipe All Over concealer. This is such a hydrating serum concealer that's skin-like and natural. It's perfect for every day. I think this is my 3rd or 4th tube. You can clearly see I am hitting the sides of this tube. It needs to be replaced. I wear shade DTLA. I believe they describe this as having medium coverage. I can easily build this to medium full coverage, which is what I prefer. This layers easily over itself or over corrector, which is what I'm doing here. I'm layering it over my Bobbi Brown corrector in Bib Disc, another product I highly recommend that will be showing up in another video. It's never cakey or heavy, whether I wear it alone or over a corrector. One thing I really love about this concealer is the consistency. It's not so thin that I have to let it set and thicken up before I blend it out, but it's not so thick that it's difficult to blend out. It's just a great in-between texture that blends out really easily right from the second I tap it onto my skin. It's fantastic for dry, textured, and sensitive skin or under eyes. It has specific ingredients that help your skin look smoother and help with collagen production, which I love the older I get. It also has ingredients that help soothe and calm your skin and keep your skin hydrated so your under eyes don't start to look crepey as the day goes on. I don't think I've ever pointed this out about this concealer, but it's something I really like about it and appreciate about it. If you blend it down, you don't have to apply more, but if you just take what you applied under your eyes and you keep tapping your finger down into this area under your under eye circles next to your nose where your pores are a little bit larger, it helps to smooth those pores out further and camouflage them a little bit. There's something with the ingredients that are in here combined with the consistency. It just does a great job. It's great for the under eye, it's great for the face. I absolutely love it. I use it regularly and I will be buying another tube. When I saw Merit the Uniform was a Sephora bestseller, it didn't really surprise me. I mean, I've been using it more than I initially thought I would. Maybe not in the way I thought I would be using it, but I've been reaching for it more, maybe others have too. I have it in shade 22, which is probably a shade too deep for me right now, but because it has SPF in it, I just take it all the way from here down to here and we're good. Everything is uniform. It's all the same color. So this is a tinted SPF 45 sunscreen. I actually did an entire video where I showed how much of this you would need to use if you used it as actual sunscreen to get the full SPF 45 protection. It was quite a bit. You absolutely can use it as your daily sunscreen if you want to use it that way, but I've been using it as a skin tint. So I apply my skincare in full, including my regular daily sunscreen, and then I apply this as my skin tint. Because if you're applying just, you know, a pump or a pump and a half as your skin tint, you're not going to get the full SPF 45, but you'll get supplemental SPF protection. And because it applies so quickly and does a really nice job of evening out my skin tone on a daily basis just for, you know, running errands or doing things casually during the day, I've really been enjoying using it. Now, it does look fairly shiny before I set it with powder, which is not a finish I typically enjoy personally. But the surprise for me is how shine-free it makes me during the day. There's something about the way powder fuses with this. Powder tones down that shine beautifully and leaves it looking really natural. I would say it takes it down to kind of a velvety matte finish and it keeps me shine free. I barely have to blot this at all during a long day. It's turned out to be a really versatile, easy everyday product that I really enjoy wearing. It blurs and smooths my texture. It evens out my skin tone. It feels lightweight. It applies quickly. I mean, I really enjoyed this so much more than I thought I would, and I think a lot of people are clearly feeling the same way. Fenty Grip Trip Primer and Merit the Uniform, which we just talked about actually, are both new releases and bestsellers. So they could easily also fit in my new beauty releases recommendations video that is coming up very shortly, but I had to choose one video to put them in and I chose this one because I have plenty of products in that other video and they fit this video too. So there are two versions of Grip Trip Primer to choose from based on your skin type. Both increase makeup wear as a primer should, and they both resist sweat and humidity. The purple one is hydrating and plumping for hydration, plumpness, and for smoothing your skin. So that one is probably great for you if you have normal to dry skin. This one is the mattifying and blurring one. It blurs and gives shine and oil control without dryness. So if you have combination to oily skin, even normal skin, and you're wanting those types of things, savings, this would be the one you would want to go for. I thought if I could keep the shine and oil under control in the center of my face while blurring and without drying out my skin, that's what I want. I have been rotating this with other primers for a while now, ever since it launched, and I've really been enjoying it. I only need to use a pea-size amount or so. A little goes a long way. It massages in like a lotion. There's a nice, pleasant, very, very faint scent to it. I notice it right when I'm applying it, but it dissipates. It massages into my skin fully and pretty quickly. Foundations apply over it really nicely and smoothly, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It smooths and blurs texture and pores. It doesn't dry my skin out while it keeps my shine under control. It doesn't overly mattify, it just controls the shine, which is what I prefer, especially as someone with more mature skin. I also can't feel it on my face at all, which is something else I really enjoy. And I love the fact that you have an option no matter what your skin type is. You have a grip trip primer to choose from. This is the one product in this video that is a bit better for combination oily skin. Maybe normal. It's not something I use every single day, but it is essential. It is a must-have for specific occasions. I refuse to be without it. It is a bestseller for a reason. This is one size on till dawn. Does it say mattifying waterproof? Yes, it says mattifying waterproof setting spray. So if you have a challenging condition, if you're going to be out in extreme heat and humidity, if you're going to a hot, humid environment, if you have an extra long day, or if you're going to a wedding or a ball or some kind of event where you're going to be sweating and you want to lock your makeup in, if you don't want to have to blot shine every couple of hours, this is what you need. This locks your makeup in so that it is bulletproof from morning until night. It sprays on your face like an aerosol hairspray and locks everything in perfectly. It also doesn't make my face feel dry in the process or sticky because it has alcohol in it. It's not a product I'm going to use every day, but for special occasions or specific occasions, this is it. Now, I have tried other products that have claimed to be similar. First off, they are not that much less if you actually look at the price per ounce. My face was also left feeling sticky and there was a gross odor. This doesn't have any of that. I will not be without this. This is 100% worth grabbing if you have normal to oily skin and any of those conditions I talked about pertain to you. There's also a big and bitty duo available right now on Sephora's website. I saw that, so if you want to get a little travel size with the big size, I'm actually thinking about picking that up myself because I have traveled where it's been really humid and I don't really want to bring this big can, you know, so that's an option too. Before I forget, just in case you don't know, all Beauty Insider members save 30% on Sephora Collection products. There are some really great products within the Sephora Collection. So these two little guys live here on my vanity where I film. This is the Luminizer in Sparkling Honey, and this is the Matte Contour Powder in Light to Medium. So here is the contour powder, and here is the Sparkling Honey Luminizer. I have duped this Luminizer to some high-end highlighters. I want to say Laura Mercier was one. These shades are nice and cool. There's no kick up, blends out easily. These are really, really nice. And I also saw that Sephora brought back their Sephora favorites It's Giving Nude lip kit. I bought that on a whim earlier this year and ended up discovering some really great lip products and shades through it. So if you see products in there that somewhat intrigue you that you haven't tried before, I would grab it during this event while it's discounted. There are some products in there that I thought I wouldn't like, and I ended up really loving them. I am surprised it's back because usually when these Sephora favorites kits are gone, they're gone. I don't know if it was such a bestseller that they brought it back or what, but I'm showing it's back. I guess it was about a month ago, I rediscovered Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer cream bronzer. I've been reaching for this quite a bit when I'm using cream products. I have it in medium. It's the right amount of neutral warmth, I would say. It blends out effortlessly to give your face warmth and dimension with a natural finish that looks like your skin. Because it has sort of a dewy, naturally radiant finish, I don't usually use this over powder. I prefer to use it over my bare skin or over foundation. That's just personal preference. But even though there's a natural radiance to this, it doesn't feel heavy or greasy on my skin. It feels lightweight. It feels weightless, actually. It doesn't lift my makeup underneath as I apply it. It wears beautifully all day. This is a really nice, effortless, beautifully natural cream bronzer that I wanted to give a shout out in this video because it's been a long time since I've talked about it. Makeup by Mario has a really nice double-ended brush that you could use to apply this. I have that one downstairs at my vanity where I regularly get ready, but in the application you saw I used the Say double-ended brush, which I also love. This is a Patrick Ta product I think is worth every penny. There's a reason why Double Take cream and powder blushes have been top-rated bestsellers for so long. You get a beautiful cream and powder blush all in one product. This is what I've been wearing throughout this video. This is not too much. So you have the option to wear the cream alone or the powder alone or layer them. On this side of my face, I applied the cream first and then topped it with the powder blush. And on the other side, I applied the powder first and then topped it with the cream, which is the way Patrick Ta usually applies it and recommends. I don't think you could go wrong either way. You get a ton of versatility in one sleek compact. It's easy to use quickly and travel with. The quality is impeccable. These blend out and apply so quickly and easily. There's never any patchiness and they wear beautifully all day. I always think these events are a great time to pick up an eyeshadow palette you've been wanting because, you know, they can be a little pricey. I don't think I'll ever stop recommending NATASHA DENONA eyeshadow palettes. The quality is great. You get a nice mix of finishes. So I pulled my top three. I really tried to narrow it down to just one of these, but I just couldn't for specific reasons, which I'll get into. So the one that is on my eyes today is I Need a Nude. This is a really nice everyday palette that gives you some subtlety. You can, with any of these palettes, wear an all matte look, use the deep shade as your eyeliner as I did today. You can do a one and done eyeshadow look with some of the shimmers. I swiped my finger through this shade and this shade to get the look that's on my lids right now. And what's in my crease is a combination of the two warm shades here, and I just put this on my brow bone. It just took me a couple of minutes to do both eyes and I was done. You can do a more dramatic look or keep it simple. So what kept me from recommending this as my sole palette is that I love a good rose gold and I love having a few more deeper matte shades, and I Need a Warm gives me that. So this I also had to recommend. And if you want deeper shades in general or more dramatic looks that you can really smoke out, this is a palette you need in your life. For nighttime, this is what I'm going to reach for. This is the Glam palette. So that's why I had to recommend all three. I'm not saying you have to buy all three, but those are my reasons for recommending all three. Neutral, everyday, softer, more subtle. I Need a Nude, more dramatic, but still wearable on a day-to-day basis. You have mattes, you have shimmers, you have some light, you have some dark, a bit more drama with Glam, and then Warm, and a little bit more drama, but still some subtlety for day. You have I Need a Warm. So those are my reasons, and those are the three. I have three Fenty Gloss Bomb shades. I love this formula and think they're very deserving of bestseller status. These have incredible shine, and I think they're described as having medium pigmentation, but they have pretty strong pigment to me. This is Blazed Donut. It's described as a light pink beige. I had it on over Say Twist Lip Liner, which is a mauve nude, and it turned out to be a bit darker than what I wanted, so I wiped it off and then I applied this just over my bare lips. And I mean, it has nice pigmentation. These have vitamin E and shea butter and give really nice hydration for a long time. These also last a long time. I was about to say for a bullet lipstick, but this is sort of a hybrid formula. It's sort of a lip balm gloss lipstick hybrid, but it's in a twist up, twist down bullet lipstick component. And it feels soft and comfortable when you apply it, but it's not super squishy like some of those lip hybrids can be. It's very wearable, it's very comfortable, flattering, thick but not sticky, but thick enough so that it remains on your lips. Throughout this entire video, I had Fenty Glow on my lips, which is the middle shade here. It's a rose tan. And just before filming this segment, I blotted it off and changed my lips to the shimmering Fenty Glow, which is a shimmering rose nude. And this is what it looks like. I like that they have regular, creamy, shiny shades as well as shimmering shades to choose from. I reach for these a lot. They end up in my purse a lot because they're easy to apply, they're creamy, comfortable, hydrating, nourishing, and they last a long time. Hands down, my absolute favorite lip treatment, lip balm, whatever you want to call it, is Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment for several reasons, which we'll get into. Somewhat recently, I had not been rotating this into my lip treatment, lip balm rotation because I was testing some products and using some others that I really enjoy. And I noticed that my lips were feeling kind of dry and I was getting some little flakes and peelies on my lips, which never happens to me. And that's when it dawned on me that I hadn't been using this. Within 1 day of reintegrating this, everything was healed. My lips were no longer dry and peeling. This does way more than hydrate your lips. It has lip-specific peptides, nourishing butters, and oils that prevent volume loss and plump and smooth and deeply hydrate. And one of those lip-specific peptides is tripeptide 1, which I always look for now in my lip treatments since first discovering what it does from Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm. It does several things, but one thing that it does is it helps restore lip definition. Prior to using it, the perimeter of my lips was very undefined. It was pale, it was uneven. It not only restored the perimeter, the outer lip line of my lips, but it now appears a bit darker than the rest of my lips. It almost looks like I'm wearing lip liner even when I'm not. I don't have to spend nearly as much time lining my lips and evening them out like I used to, and this has that in it. Strawberry Sorbet is my favorite scent so far. It's a naturally derived strawberry scent. It smells like fresh strawberries. This is the shimmering, glimmering version. I like the regular. I like this one too. I wear this as a gloss fairly often. The texture of this is lovely in my opinion. It provides intense moisture without being too thick or sticky. It's that perfect in between. I can feel in the morning that something has absorbed into my lips overnight, yet it's not so thin that it wears off immediately. It's just that perfect in between texture for wearing overnight or during the day. I will not be without it. This is a top recommendation from me always. I guess you could say Hourglass Phantom Glossy Lip Balm is my dressy lip recommendation for this video. I love the ultra slim bullet and how elegantly it applies. I mean, yes, it looks elegant, but it just applies so smoothly. It's very soft and it has this ultra quiet, smooth click up mechanism. You can't retract it due to the slightly squishy formulas, which is typical of these hybrid lip formulas. So you want to apply it with a light hand because it is kind of squishy. These have a very faint, soft, kind of minty sensation to them at first. They don't sting, they don't burn. It's because of that plumping effect. They don't have any scent or taste. These do a fantastic job of smoothing lip lines, nourishing, hydrating. And because of that, they give a plumper look to my lips. The shade I have is Sense, which is a peachy beige. This is it right here. These last a nice amount of time on my lips and the hydration lasts even after the color wears away. Earlier, I talked about being 50 years old and having dry, textured under eyes with fine lines. So I have two under eye skincare products I wanted to mention really quickly that I think are really great. One is from Paula's Choice. This is the Pro Collagen Peptide Firming Eye Serum. This is a relatively new eye gel treatment with a cooling applicator, which is really nice for around the eye area. It targets fine lines and wrinkles, loss of elasticity, and puffiness with 4 targeted eye peptides to visibly lift lids, smooth fine lines, depuff, and hydrate. You do not need much of this at all. I have used this morning and night. I have not had any issues with pilling under makeup. Actually, I take that back. I had it happen one time when I used a little bit too much. A little bit goes a long way. I can't emphasize that enough. I think this is really great for day and night if you're wanting a peptide-focused eye treatment. Now, Beauty of Joseon is pretty new to Sephora, but not a new brand. I love a lot of their products, and they're pretty affordably priced. This is an eye serum I have been using for a long time now. This is the Revive Eye Serum. This is one I reserve for nighttime because it has an active in it in the form of retinol, which is stronger than retinol, but it's more gentle. It targets fine lines, dark circles, and puffiness. It also supports collagen and improves the look of the elasticity around the eye area and helps brighten, and they say it helps minimize irritation, and it just helps things look firmer and more youthful around your eye area. Anytime you incorporate a retinoid into your routine, it's going to help firm, tighten, and help things look more youthful. And it does this without drying your eye area out the way some retinol products would. This is really nice. I mean, I've been using it. You get a ton of product in here. And I want to say at full price, this is less than $20. So I think it's certainly worth trying. Because hair appliances are so pricey, I think this is a great time to get one if you're in need or if you're wanting to upgrade or get one for someone for the upcoming holidays since they're right around the corner. What I am recommending is the one that I use most often, which is my Shark Flex Style. So I rough blow dry it when it's like this, and then I twist it very quickly and pop on one of the attachments and use it that way. So this is the volumizing attachment. Excuse the hair that's in it. I do use it. This is the one I use when I'm just drying my hair straight or volumizing it. There are several attachments you can use. It's powerful, fast, versatile, and it doesn't damage your hair. Their whole thing is doing all of this without heat damage. So easy to travel with too. Now, this one was a limited edition. I don't think they have this color anymore. The color doesn't really matter. It's just such an efficient, fast, powerful device that I am so sad I waited so long to buy. I highly recommend it. I almost forgot to let you know that all Beauty Insider members get free shipping on all orders. It's free to join and not too late to access the Sephora savings event. So if you're not a Beauty Insider member yet and you want more details, or if you want to join, I have a link down below in my description box so you can check that out. This is my yearly announcement that it's time to get your Nest holiday candle. The holidays are almost upon us, and it is the perfect Christmas holiday scent. I don't even really know how to describe it because nothing else smells the same. The way all of these notes blend together, it just creates something that smells like the essence of the holidays. It's a beautiful scent. Now, they do have a birch pine candle that is one of the best tree smelling candles I've ever smelled. So if you prefer that, I will have that linked for you too. That's also available at Sephora. They used to have a set with both of them. I don't know why they don't have that widely available anymore, but I start buying the Nest holiday candle as gifts for people leading up to the holidays. It is the perfect gift. Every time it's burning in my house, someone raves about it. Every single time. It's a splurge candle, but it is my holiday candle. I can't be without. I have one burning all the time. When it runs out, I have to have another one there to take its place. I love it. It's a great gift. It's great for your own home. If you like to spoil yourself with candles, it's a good one. Okay, I just have 2 fragrance recommendations in this particular video, but I came across the Sephora Favorites Holiday Perfume Sampler Set. It has a cute reusable bag and 20 sample sizes of some top-rated bestsellers, and it has a voucher that you can redeem for a 1 or 1.7 ounce size of any one of those fragrances, except I noticed Nest Golden Nectar is not in stock and hasn't been for a long time. So I'm going to say as of right now, unless it comes back in stock during this time, maybe don't fall in love with that one. I don't know what's going on there, but you can get a full size if you enjoy any of these fragrances, and there are some really good ones in this particular set, so I just wanted to point that out, plus the bag. So the first fragrance I'm recommending, it's a bestseller, it's top rated, is Jimmy Choo I Want You. This is so nice for daytime, nighttime, spring, summer, fall, winter, it doesn't matter. I sprayed this on this morning pretty early. I can still smell it. There's something sultry about it, but it's not overpowering. It's very uplifting. There is some citrus, some peach, but there's also some floral, some jasmine, vanilla. It's a very wearable fragrance without being generic, in my opinion. I do not smell this on a lot of people. I'm sure that's a regional thing. I don't know. I know fragrances wear different on everyone, but I really enjoy this. It's crowd pleasing without being everywhere, at least here anyway. I really enjoy it. I feel like I recently recommended this or shared this in another video, but every time I wear it, someone tells me I smell good or they ask me what I'm wearing, and I just can't get enough of it. So here we are again with Sol de Janeiro 59. This is such a comforting, any time of day, any time of year scent to me. I think in that video I said that it smelled like the color of the bottle. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just does. Now, in their description, they mention the sun setting in a violet haze. It captures the emotion of winding down after a perfect beach day. To me, it's not a beachy fragrance at all because that isolates it to summertime. I do get the dusk vibes, but again, any time of day, any time of year. It's a very cozy, comforting scent. I get the amber, vanilla, violet. It's just a beautiful, warm, cozy scent that picks up on all of the notes perfectly, and it is a real compliment getter. I don't know what it is, but this is staying in my life. I highly recommend it. It's just easy. It's a great fragrance for when you're walking out the door, you don't really know what to wear. It just kind of goes with everything, even a t-shirt. I hope you enjoyed this video and found these recommendations helpful. Stay tuned for more recommendations coming in a few days. Let me know in the comments what you're planning to pick up initially, if anything. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.